Good evening, and we appreciate you joining us tonight for the CBS 58 News at 10. I'm Natalie Shepard. Jessa Bricebeck has the night off. We start with the latest on the government shutdown. The Supreme Court kept an order in place blocking SNAP payments. Wisconsinites on SNAP did already get full November payments, but more than a quarter of states haven't sent out food share money at all. The move shows justices expect the shutdown to end soon. Meanwhile, the bill that would reopen the government will get taken up in the House tomorrow. It doesn't have an extension to health care tax credits, something House Democrats say they'll put up their own fight over.
Democrats will continue to press the case to say to our Republican colleagues, you have another opportunity to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits.
Republicans have the majority in the House. If the bill passes the House, it then goes to the president's desk for signing and will end the shutdown. But the millions of Americans impacted by the shutdown are not out of the woods yet. In his home state, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy warned it will take a while for air travel to get back to normal. Adam Reif joins us live now from Mitchell International Airport with the latest. Adam?
Well, Natalie, the final arrivals of the day starting to trickle in. Many of these flights have been on time, but there were a lot of delays and still more cancellations earlier. Still, some travelers who came in from other cities on the East Coast told us they're noticing that the mandatory cancellations are easing the congestion at those airports. Still, there are expected to be plenty of delays even if and when the government reopens.
I'm concerned that we're not going to have on day one controllers come back into the towers right away.
And that's why Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy warns air travel delays will likely continue for a while, even if and when the government reopens. Since the shutdown began October 1st, there have been more than 600 reports of short staffing.
They were confronted with a real problem. Do I not feed my family, or do I try to find another pathway to put food on the table?
The TSA faces a similar problem. Union President Darrell English says it'll take lots of time to train new hires to fill in the gaps created when experienced officers had to leave for other work.
Some members had lost their apartments. Some of them, their mortgages became outstanding.
There were 22 flights delayed at Mitchell Tuesday. 11 more were canceled. Duffy said the FAA's strategic cancellations are working to alleviate pressure on the system.
We thought it's better to manage a reduction in flights, to systematically do it, to plan for it, than to let chaos ensue.
And flyers are noticing a difference. Catherine Showalter landed in Milwaukee from Newark, but she said Newark was as empty Tuesday as she'd ever seen it.
Absolutely. I mean, you could tell. I asked them at the airport, and they said it was an incredible difference between the 2 days.
Some travelers were even content with their delays, in part because they're now expected and planned for.
It was delayed about an hour and a half, but had a connection in Denver, and we did it.
But even with an end to the shutdown in sight, industry insiders are still worried about what comes after.
I'm very skeptical that everyone, all our members, be able to get back the time that they actually work for.
Darrell English says working without pay is one thing, but the morale for the TSA employees has also taken a hit, and so has their trust. Remember, this funding plan that's being discussed would only fund the government through January. Darrell said if his team has to go through this process again in just a couple of months, he's not sure how many people can make it. Natalie, back to you from the airport.
Not giving a lot of sense of security. Adam Reif live at the airport for us tonight. Thanks for leading things off, Adam.